if you look back at the last 4 days and all that we've seen, particularly geopolitically, and this battle between Europe and America playing out virtually in real time, what's your sense? How do you see it, particularly from a European perspective, Jamil?
Yeah, so thank you, Steve. It's great to be here, and hello to everyone in India and around the world. I would say that Europe this week, and Davos in particular, got a taste of what it's like to be in the Trump show. This, to me, this Davos was probably the most symbolic, the most consequential of the 55, 56 years that this conference has been going on for. And the reason I say that is the symbolism of a United States president coming to Davos, coming to speak to the leaders of Europe, and rather than talk about peace or economic development or the strength of the transatlantic relationship, he demanded that they cede Greenland to him. And the symbolism to me it can't be understated. I feel like what we're seeing today and what this Davos really signifies is the end of the multilateral world order as we've known it since the end of World War II, but particularly since the fall of the Soviet Union.
So the ruptures that Mark Carney, the Canadian Prime Minister, spoke about are real, and they're going to probably last a while longer.
I'm based in Brussels, and Politico is headquartered out of Washington, D.C., and every day I'm witnessing this rupture playing out in real time. And my personal opinion is that this is not, many people want to lay that at the feet of Donald Trump. In my opinion, Donald Trump is a symptom, not the cause of this rupture that we're seeing. It's this moment in history. The great forces of history are coming together. Rise of China, other countries, these authoritarian versus democratic blocs forming, and the end of globalization. I think this is all coming together, coming to a head, and Donald Trump to me is a symbol, is a symptom, not necessarily the cause.
Jamil, being in the heart of Europe in a way, is seeing it playing out in real time. In Singapore itself, does it seem a very distant battle? Are there, or is it something that is affecting every part of the world, Jamie?
It's not distant at all. I mean, we especially in Singapore and in Asia, are so much part of this global order that we used to know, the multilateral order that we used to know, the rules of the game that we used to know. And as Jamil said, I think that the thing about what's happened over the last couple of days in Davos, maybe not one rupture, but maybe the start of several ruptures and the process of realignment, of a reforming of what this new order is going to be. Yes, again, the Trump show is always going to be the Trump show. We all sort of watched with some degree of trepidation what was going to happen before he came. There was a lot of chatter about that. And then we had Prime Minister Carney and we had Ursula von der Leyen making very strong comments before he came. And we were all wondering how he was going to react to that, how he's going to deal with the issue of Greenland. Yes, he's dealt with it, but then I think there's still many unanswered questions, and we'll see in the next, it's not just the next few weeks, but the next years to come, where we eventually land in terms of a sort of working new world order.
No, the reason I asked you about in terms of geography, because Singapore is firmly located in East Asia, and here you've got the battles playing out in between Europe and America primarily, of course affecting the rest of the world. Does geography in a way give us, even in India, a sense of security, the illusion of stability as it's called? No?
I think if we ever saw that as any form of stability or isolation, I think we would be quite wrong, because everything that happens there will have some degree of impact on us, and especially Asia, especially Singapore. There's no other options for countries like Singapore. So we are firmly watching what's happening. The rules are something that we were born into as an independent country. The countries of Asia were born into a system in terms of the last 50 years, in terms of the systems that existed.